You have allegations that you're a white person.
True.
You have
I can't
allegations
confirm
that
one.
you're a conservative man.
Also true.
But intro.
Count us down. Count us down, Johnny.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. I reverse count. I counted wrong on my fingers. Welcome back to Cal Radio, guys. I'm your host, Johnny Cross. I'm here with my wonderful co-host, Sadie Eichmeyer, and we have a great guest, the illustrious, the innumerable, the untenable, the untamable,
Keep
the
going.
unflammable,
More.
the unscrupulous, the unseparable, the under-toed, the fucking Jacob Cristelli.
Jacob Cristelli, everybody.
Thank you.
Welcome over here, Jacob.
Thank you for having me.
I'm glad you're here. Hope
Good to
you
be
enjoy
here.
it.
I'm not.
I'm sure I will.
I hope you're happy to be on here. You know, this is a big. You know, we get a lot of people asking you to come on here, and we chose you today to be our lovely guest.
I feel honored.
You should be.
I'm not glad you're here. You was talking that hot shit before we started recording.
That's not what I...
Yeah, Jacob
talking
has
about
some
how she-
feelings
No,
about the podcast.
no.
He was
Yeah.
like, I was watching this goddamn podcast. I ain't laughed one time.
That's not what I
That's
said.
what you said.
I chuckled a couple
You're like,
times.
not funny enough. That's what you said.
Well,
And then he flicked his cigarette butt at me
yeah.
and spit on Johnny.
He
Yeah.
said, dance,
And-
monkey, dance.
I would
That's what he
never say
said.
that.
That's what he said. I was like, Jacob, you're not brown. You can't say that.
Not officially.
Not officially.
No.
You're just fucking brown fishing all the goddamn time.
Unintentionally.
Pissing me off.
My bad.
Is there anything you want to get off your chest before the beginning of the podcast? You have a lot of allegations. You have a lot of things people say about you. You want to say anything before we start?
I was in Washington, D.C. on January 6th.
Okay, whoa.
You can't be doing this.
My
man.
bad. When I was 7 years old, I stole Dr. Pepper from the local gas station in my hometown.
Really?
Yeah,
Why do you do that?
I really wanted it.
That much?
And my dad told me no, yeah.
Your dad told you no. Why do you say
Yeah.
no? You don't fuck with Dr. Pepper?
I guess not, no.
I got a gift for you, man.
What's that?
Because here's the thing. I know your faith is the most important and integral thing to your comedy.
Absolutely.
I got you a little Bible.
Thank you. I'll be doing some street preaching today with this later.
I had someone mad that it wasn't like the original Testament or whatever the hell.
It
it's
is just the
called.
New Testament.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's fair.
I mean,
I feel like I wouldn't trust the New Testament. Because
No?
why'd they have to change it?
Yeah, I guess that's what a lot of Jewish people would say.
Really?
Well, yeah, that's that's the main difference between Christianity and Judaism.
You're coming in real fucking hot this episode.
What do
man. You're coming in real hot.
No.
yeah, is this funny now? Yeah, is
Is
this
this
funny now?
enough for you?
I'd say
Yeah.
this is funny, yeah.
Goddamn politically charged ass part. Is this funny?
I would say this is funny.
Yeah, I mean, you are a poli-sci major.
That's right.
How do you feel about that? Any thoughts?
I'm ashamed every day.
You're ashamed every day?
Yeah.
Well, why are you ashamed every day?
The people that I share space with in class are some of the worst people I've ever
Name
met
them.
in my
No,
life.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, no, I'm just joking. I don't know. It's they're really good at talking, and I'm more of a listener.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Kind of a quiet guy.
Yeah, I would agree with that on opposite day.
All right.
Listen, you got something mean to say. You listen to
I'm
you got
also
something mean to goddamn
open.
say to me.
I'm not one to conceal my feelings.
making me
you know?
cry.
I don't.
You made me cry
I made you cry.
before this podcast started when you said that it's not funny.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
Because you know it's funny.
It is pretty funny.
You know this.
They are funny. You're very funny, Johnny. And so are you too, Sadie. You're very funny as well.
You
That's a
hesitated. You
different
stuttered.
statement.
Yeah,
That's
you
a different
stuttered.
statement.
You said, you're funny. Johnny, you're the best, man. You're like the coolest person ever. You laugh at everything you say. I can't stop laughing. It's guttural. I can't stop. I'm going to throw up. I can't stop.
You see, I'm back on the side actually because I love all my fans.
Isn't that funny how that works? I got recognized for the first time in probably a year for being in Cal the other day. I thought I'd bring that up.
Wow.
Yeah. She said, "Oh, you do Cal, right? You run Cal?" I was like, "Yes, I do." She was like, "I thought you graduated." I was like, "No, still here, still here, man." I don't know why she asked that. And then she was like, "What about that Johnny guy? What about Johnny? Is he still around?" I was like, "Mm-hmm."
I'm still around.
So
Believe it or not, they don't
Still
want me
kicking.
around, but I'm still here. They want me dead.
we're kind of the new Sean of Cal, even though Sean is still
I
here
hope
as
we're
well.
the new Sean of Cal. We're running it.
Well, no, I mean, like, because this is about I'm not going to disclose how many number of years it has been out of respect for Sean, but it's getting into super senior status, and that's where I'm going to be.
He stayed an extra amount of time. He was supposed to graduate this quarter, and we was talking at the last workshop. He was like, yeah, no, I'm here for another quarter or two.
Shout out, Sean.
I was like, fire.
Yeah, pretty cool. We have a lot of people leaving, actually, this quarter. This is an awful segue, and I know this might not be funny to you, Jacob, but I just want to know, you've been with us for almost a year now, with Cal.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite memories? What are some of the things that you really enjoy, things that warm your heart?
My first set, that was pretty fun. The Riley's roast last year.
That was pretty cool.
That was a good time. That was pretty...
What was so fun about it, Jacob? Was it funny?
Riley?
To you? Was it funny?
Was it
enough
funny
for you?
It was pretty
you?
funny,
Was it
yeah,
funny
I would
enough for
say.
you?
People were pretty good.
He looked at me with fear in his eyes when he said that. He said, people were pretty good.
No, yeah.
We're pressing you. We're going to fucking make a goddamn yucker out of you.
No
by the
kidding,
end of
dude.
this.
I'm on the hot seat.
Yeah. I want you dead. You know that?
Wow.
Whoa.
I want your head on a fucking platter
Wow.
tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what is wrong with America. This is
Black
anti-white racism at its finest, frankly. And we're here at Western Washington University on this woke
Oh,
campus.
now he's fucking white. Now
And-
he's fucking white when it benefits him.
I can't believe that we're doing this. We need to unite our nation.
You're fucking being divisive this episode.
You're
doing
divisive,
too much. I'm not
dude.
divisive. You're divisive. How am I divisive?
Let's hold hands.
I stand for love.
Hi,
This-
Divisive.
How
I'm
can I be
Sadie.
divisive?
This is America. This is America.
Great. I'm glad we're here, guys. I'm really glad we're here right now.
Yeah, did you guys prepare anything?
No, I didn't, actually.
Now you're pressing
No, I
us.
didn't,
Now
actually.
you're pressing us.
You want to know why I
Fucking
got my
Mr.
feelings
Mr.
hurt the
Brother
other day?
Love. Now
Got
all
my
of a sudden
feelings
you're
hurt.
pressing
How'd you get
us.
your feelings hurt?
I got my feelings hurt the other day. I'm walking home with Jacob, my lovely friend at the time, Christelli. And, I'm just like, oh, hey, man, I'm really excited to film the podcast with you. And he goes, yeah, well, it's not ever that funny.
That's
but,
not, no, that's
he was
not
like,
what
I
said.
like
No,
it. I think,
no.
I think it's cool, but I never laugh. I've never laughed at the podcast before.
No.
That
I
sounds
said,
like the
oh.
way you'd say it.
I said, oh, wow.
I would never say
Oh,
that.
all that time and effort I put into
I
doing
said,
this.
maybe we should plan something. Maybe we can do a bit or something, plan something. So, like, there are real laughs, a real good time.
What kind of
worse.
bit would you what kind of bit would you want to do right now? What are you good
Well,
at?
I don't know. What am I good at?
Yeah. You do any impressions?
I do, quite frankly, the best impressions.
Who was that?
What the fuck do you mean?
Who is that? Goddamn Mike.
Was that supposed to be me? What was
No.
Matt Damon?
I'll fucking walk off this show right now, dude.
Is that Steve Buscemi?
No.
Oh,
okay.
Steve
It's fine.
Buscemi.
No,
How's
it's
it
fine.
going?
It's fine.
That wasn't Steve
It's
Buscemi.
fine.
That's all you got. What other ones you got in you? Anything cool? Or?
You got like SpongeBob? Can you do SpongeBob?
You probably
No,
do SpongeBob.
no, I can't
Plankton?
do SpongeBob.
Karen?
No.
Sandy Cheeks?
No.
You can't do it. You can't do Sandy Cheeks.
Definitely not. No.
Can you do
Pearl?
like Jimmy Neutron?
Never watched it.
You're fucking useless, man.
I'm sorry.
Mister, let's plan so let's get a laugh. Can't even do a Jimmy
I'm
Neutron.
not the fucking
impression. Are
host,
you
dude.
kidding
I'm
me
not
right
the
now?
host. I'm not the host.
Okay, you're coming in here with all these ideas.
Listen,
No
I was
skill
supposed to go
back it
on
up.
Talk Tua, and I canceled to be here. Okay.
You canceled going to talk to her to come here, fucking get in my face, complain all the goddamn time.
Yeah.
You know,
Not
she replaced you
intentionally.
with JoJo Siwa. Did you see that?
Is that who's on this week?
I think.
Yeah, I don't blame her. I guess.
I tried watching it. I didn't really get a lot of laughs. I didn't really laugh a lot.
no,
so,
me neither.
I laughed. I think it's funny.
Yeah.
I like that.
I don't like the
that
guy
lady.
who's in it who talks over her the whole time. I actually watched the first about 20 minutes
He's
of
talking
it.
to her. That's the name of the goddamn
He's talking to her
podcast.
much.
Get him.
Oh, yeah. We got a laugh out of Jacob. Everybody. We got a laugh. All it took was talking about talk to her.
Yeah.
So theoretically, let's do this bit. Let's do this bit that you were talking about. Of pretend I'm Haley from Talk to Her. What would
Right.
you do if you were on Talk to Her right now? What would you want to talk about on Talk to Her?
Well, the hawk Tua, obviously.
Yeah, because that hasn't been talked about enough
Because
on
it's
that
kind of
goddamn
vague, right?
podcast.
How exactly can we see your Hawk 2 impression? Here, we'll do the street interview, right? What's one thing you do that drives a man crazy in bed?
I'm not doing that. I'm not going to subject myself to doing that on
Hey, Johnny,
camera.
what's one thing you do that drives a man crazy in bed?
Sleep. 8 hours, motherfucker.
You can't
Fuck you know about a good
Can't
night's
work
sleep.
with you guys, dude.
Fuck you know about
I love a good
night's
night's sleep.
Um,
I've been getting a good night's sleep lately.
Really?
Yeah. like 8-9 hours. I wake up, I'm still tired.
I slept 6.5 hours last night. I'm tweaking out now. Wait, you don't got nothing to say now? You don't got nothing to say? Not funny enough for you to get involved? Goddamn. Your ass probably slept,
I'm almost falling asleep here, as a matter of fact.
Oh, yeah, maybe you finally get a healthy sleep then.
I'm joking.
I
feel like we got off on the wrong foot.
We did get off on the wrong foot.
It was your fault.
Several days
My
ago.
apologies.
Several
It's
days
your
ago.
fault.
My apologies.
Talk about it ain't fun. You come in hot, talk about some goddamn. What the fuck is you talking about, bro? What the fuck is you talking about?
Talk to her.
Talk to me.
Let's talk to her and change the subject because, we actually brought you on here. We also wanted to have Robert on here. Shout out, Robert. Because you and Robert are actually, coincidentally, allegedly running our skit team now.
Yeah.
So you had a whole bunch of ideas. You want to talk about what you got planned for the skit team and all? Anything fun you got planned?
Yeah, because the classic skit fucking saying, tell, don't show.
Well,
how about you tell us more about
Johnny,
this
we'll
goddamn
probably
skit
have
you
the
ain't
skit
showing
done by
us?
the time you're done editing the show and by the time it gets
See,
posted.
maybe Jacob's speaking a little bit.
Yeah,
maybe Jacob's speaking.
Oh, now you got some more hate to throw my way?
No,
I'll
no,
wait.
no,
I'll sit here. I'll wait.
No.
Goddamn punching bag. Gotta keep playing like that. I'll never come out. I swear to God.
Yeah, you want to
make
talk
my
about
own
that?
podcast.
I don't think we've ever talked about that on the podcast, actually. Your allegations, if you want to bring those up.
What allegations?
Can we stop using the word allegations?
What else would you like me to use?
Always got something smart to say.
Something that makes it sound like we're not like assaulting people.
I never brought that up.
There's a myriad of allegations you can face that aren't assault.
Well, I know, but I feel like the primary one, especially in the comedy scene, as a male comic, if I said that like Matt Rife has allegations,
He does he not?
No.
He doesn't?
No.
probably not.
With that face, he probably will eventually. I don't trust
What
his
is
ass.
going on?
I don't trust Matt Rife. We've had a whole podcast about Matt Rife. I don't like him. I don't trust him. Something is not correct with him. And I'm putting that on record.
Something is not right with that boy.
I was hanging out with my neighbors the other day. It's like a group of guys. We're all watching football. And this guy showed me a Borat clip. Or whatever the fuck is it. What's his real name?
Borat?
Yeah, thank you. What's the guy's name,
I
though?
don't
The
think that's
actor?
his real name.
It's
Sasha
Baron Cohen.
Yes, thank you. And I was like, I think that guy's canceled. He has like allegations. Like, I think he did something. And they were like, what? And I was like, I think he like assaulted somebody. I don't know if that's totally true on record. I'm
Why are
pretty
you
sure.
throwing that on? What
Pretty
the
sure
hell?
it is.
Yeah.
And the guy
I
goes,
can't fact
don't we
check
all?
that. Do we?
I got a little scared.
Don't we all is
John?
crazy?
I was like, oh.
Don't we all is crazy?
I was like, oh. He was like, I'm just kidding. It's just a joke.
Oh, okay. Well, if it's just a joke.
So,
Yeah.
so if it's just a joke, I think it's fine.
If it's just a joke, you can say whatever you want. That's the thing about jokes.
Exactly.
They don't even have to be funny.
No.
Jacob knows because he never laughs at anything.
No, I laugh all
At
the
fucking
time.
anything.
I'm a
A
pretty
tough
jolly
nut
What
to
are
guy.
you using that
crack.
goddamn social fucking political science major for, huh? What are you even going to use that degree for? Talk about me.
I want to run political campaigns.
For who?
Democrats.
The Hawk Tool girl?
She could run if she wants. We could probably get her in office.
Who you backing? Who you voting for? You're probably voting for Trump, ain't you?
No.
You're probably voting for Trump.
No.
Everyone was talking in the last workshop. They was on your ass. Bro.
I know. I guess apparently I was told I was Republican coded, which I don't really understand.
Like, go on stage and talk about how you look like you'd be at January 6th.
Yeah, that seemed unfair.
It can't be. You can't say that if you start the podcast saying you were at January 6th.
Well, I said I was in Washington, D.C. that day, but I wasn't storming the Capitol.
What were you doing?
I was just in town.
just having an ice cream.
I was sightseeing.
An ice cream?
You're just there for tourism.
Yeah, tourism.
You're just stimulating the economy in Washington
Yeah.
D.C. that day.
Exactly.
You believe this? You buying this?
What's really there to do? Like, I know there's like a lot to see, like a lot of sightseeing. But like, I mean, what else is there really to do?
Participate in democracy.
And it's a nice city, I've heard.
You've heard. I thought you were there. Were you not?
I was there.
Well, then why would you say you heard? When
Well,
you
I
see?
went there because I heard it was a nice city.
And do you agree with that?
Yeah, it was pretty
That's
good.
probably a bad day to be there for.
Oh,
seeing
it was
how
a great
nice it
day,
was.
actually.
We're in
Yes,
Bitland.
What are
This
you
isn't
hiding
real.
under there?
Under the hat?
What are you hiding under there? Never seen you with that hat on.
Full
What are you
head of
hiding under there?
Is it true? Oh shit,
Oh.
that's true.
Yeah.
You
I
wear
didn't-
hats like a bald guy.
I didn't want to. I didn't want to do my hair today, so I just threw the hat on.
I hear you get a lot of compliments when you take that hat off. You got a fresh haircut on, maybe?
Yeah, no, yeah. No,
Who told you this? Who told you this?
I can't disclose that information. I'm just speaking.
No, someone complimented my haircut one time. It was very nice of them.
Wow, this is a great topic, guys. Jacob, you're beautiful and your hair is majestic
Thank
and you
you.
look like a goddamn model.
Thank you.
What was the last thing you got complimented on? You remember?
I don't know.
Isn't
I
that
don't remember.
sad? As a man.
I remember the last time I got insulted on.
What was that?
You like fucking 30 seconds ago.
What did I say?
Talking some that good shit on my goddamn name.
I love you, Johnny. It's all in good fun.
I wish I could love you. I wish I could.
I like the outfit today.
Thank you, man.
I like that shirt.
That
That's a
was the
shirt
last
I would
compliment
buy
I
if I
got.
saw it in public.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good compliment because people tell you look like you'd be at January 6th. So I don't know if that's not my brand. That's your brand and that's cool. That's good. I love that for you. But for me, that's just not like what I'm trying to give off.
But I like to subvert like expectations, you know? I want people to see me and...
You're seen.
Thank you. I want people to see me and think I was at January 6th, and then I wasn't. And then they're like, wow, I don't know anything about this guy. Maybe I should learn more. That's kind of what I'm going for.
What's behind that layer of the onion? What do you want people to know about you?
Yeah, peel your layers back.
I don't know. I'm a pretty open guy. Believe it or not.
You say that, but you didn't say anything about you just now. You can't just say I'm an open guy after saying not a single
there's nothing
thing.
that like
Say
special.
something that not a lot of people know about you. I know one thing.
What's that?
You told me not to tell anybody, though, so I can't say anything.
Well, now I'm really confused because I don't remember it.
Yeah, you told me. I can't. I'm not going to say it on
You
camera,
can say it.
though.
I'll bleep it right now. You can say it.
Can I say it?
Yeah.
And we'll bleep it?
Yeah.
That you're the guy that hung up the drug.
Oh, that's
the
true.
drug
Actually,
book.
we can talk about.
Do you want to
that.
talk about that? You
Yeah.
want to expose your identity right now?
Right. So last year, some people may remember that there were posters hung up in search of drug dealers, party organizers. Do you remember that? Those
No.
posters?
Oh, I did see that actually.
That was me.
That was you?
Yeah, I did that.
Did it work?
Yeah. I talked to one guy who sold coke.
That's fire.
It was pretty cool.
How's that going for him?
Good, I imagine.
What do you mean? I imagine you talked to him.
Well, yeah, but I don't. It's been a while. He could have been like busted or something.
So how was it when you talked to him?
Oh,
man?
good. Yeah.
What were you really asking him about? What were what
What
were
it's
some
like to
things
sell coke.
What's the process like of doing that?
Well, first you got to find someone who wants coke, which in
Okay.
Bellingham is actually pretty easy. And then
Subject one
That's true.
here.
right,
Exactly.
and then you, and then you give him the product, and then he gives you United States currency, usually, and then the deal is complete. I don't know where he got it from. He wouldn't tell me. I wanted to find the wholesaler too because I thought that would have been interesting, but I couldn't get to the bottom of that one.
I'm lost. Why are we explaining how drug deals work right now?
I don't know.
Well, because you see that's something that Jacob was hiding. You know, he was that's
that was
a
me.
layer of the onion that we had to. Peel
People
back
thought I was a
little
Fed though, which kind of sucked.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
It does make
It's a very
sense in
Fed poster
retrospect,
to put
but it's
up.
like I don't know. I wanted to do this fun like sort of gonzo journalism project, like Hunter S. Thompson style, but
Yeah.
everyone thought I was a cop, so it didn't really work out.
So you just had one guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Just one
Just the
coke
one
dealer was
guy.
like, fuck it.
Yeah, he was like, I don't know, I'll tell you. I
There was
like, "All right."
nobody else?
No,
Damn.
That's funny.
it is kind of funny.
I would have responded, but I don't do that shit. I don't do that shit, man.
No,
You know that?
I didn't. I would have guessed maybe you sold drugs.
Why? What about me gives off that vibe?
Yeah, Jacob. Yeah.
You're in the fucking hot seat.
You're just
now,
a cool guy,
motherfucker. You're in
Johnny.
the fucking hot
You're
seat
just
now,
a cool guy.
motherfucker.
Also, all cool guys just sell drugs.
Wait, I
Don't
mean,
we
it
all
helps
have
you be
allegations and sell drugs after all?
cool. I've never really met like a really lame drug dealer.
Really?
Um,
I feel like that's just because they're giving you drugs. I feel like your
Well,
opinion
no.
on them skews.
I'm not in the habit of buying drugs.
So what the fuck do you know about drug dealers?
Well, you see them out and about.
No, you don't.
You don't?
Well, they're not selling drugs out and about. I don't know.
Well, Maybe
Yeah,
you just
how do you
can't
spot a drug
it.
dealer
Huh?
in the wild? How do you spot a
Big
drug dealer?
trench coat,
Well, yeah, yeah.
fedora, fake mustache.
Really big briefcase.
Shadow of the fedora covering their face.
Yeah.
A monocle.
Yeah,
A monocle over the fucking sunglasses.
it gives it away usually.
Yeah.
Big giveaway.
They're about
I
7
love that
feet
video.
tall. Because you got one guy on the bottom.
Yeah,
One guy on the top of the trench coat.
You think it's two children selling drugs?
Well, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying?
I know you're talking, but that's like to get into movies. That's not to sell drugs.
You don't know what they're planning.
if they
I
were
do.
smart, they'd be selling drugs.
There's
That's a lot of money for like a
smart
fourth
about selling
grader.
drugs. What's smart about that, Jacob?
Well, there's money to be made there.
Where's
you
a
know?
fourth grader getting drugs to sell?
Well, when I was in 5th grade, a kid brought like a pound of weed to class.
Really?
Yeah.
Was he selling it?
No, I
Now,
think
how
he
do you
just
get that?
huh?
How do you get that?
Probably from his parents.
From the weed man?
It was like
Plug
The
pulled
weed
through.
man?
it was a lot too.
He just brought it to school?
Yeah.
Like it was a DS?
Yeah.
Did he
on
show
the
it
bu-
to anybody?
Yeah, I think so. I think he like pulled it out of his bag, and the teacher was probably like,
Was it even
"Holy
a
shit."
joint or anything? Was it just a
No,
pound?
it was a
Did he have
straight
any
like
papers?
brick. No, I don't think so.
It was probably
He
just
just
like a
brought a
bag
brick
of like
of weed.
like dried parsley, and he was like, "Dude, check this
That
out,
shit might
guys."
not have been, yeah.
I don't know.
this
It was
out.
I
like
brought breast spray to school one time and told people it was pepper spray. I think he was lying.
yeah.
Yeah. And then that kid told on me, and I had to be like, no, this is just pepper spray. And they're like, what? I still got in trouble.
One time when I was a kid, one of my friends accidentally pepper sprayed himself because we were out riding bikes on the street and we found this like can on the ground and we started like kind of throwing it around, and then it like kind of broke open and like fucking
He was a dumb kid, man.
hit him. Well, yeah.
That's stupid.
Well,
You're
we just thought it was
playing
a
hot
can.
potato with a can of pepper spray?
Yeah.
Do you know it was pepper spray?
No, it was like a blank white can.
It was a blank, like, you didn't, like, try to check out what was going on or nothing?
Fuck no.
You were not an inquisitive kid at all.
No.
You found a spray can, and your first instinct is to throw it instead of spray it
Yeah.
at each other.
Well,
Yeah,
no.
why would you not spray it first?
There's
Well,
nothing
See what's
good in a
there.
spray can that should be thrown around. Can I just say that?
Silly
Yeah, I guess
string.
that's true. Yeah, silly string.
You should be spraying that.
I
not
was
throwing
silly
it.
stringed once in Bellingham. Have I ever
Yes.
tell you guys about this? Were you with me or were
Sounds
you not with
traumatic.
me?
No, I was not with
Oh,
you.
I was walking around. I think it was Garden Street, and yeah, I was just with like a couple friends, and this humongous car, like a big car, like drove by and tried to silly string us, and they like swerved because they were trying to get close to us. And I thought they were gonna hit us, so I got scared. And then the silly string didn't even hit us though; it wasn't even close, and they drove off. I think about it. I think about it often.
That was a failed silly string. I thought she was going to talk about how she got covered in string.
Yeah.
But she was like, yeah, they tried and they missed.
No, they can't get me.
The
But it
worst
was very
ever.
like, what were they? Why are they? What was it their first thought to do on that day? It was like a Wednesday.
It
It
seems
wasn't
like a
even
fun
like
activity. I would probably do that.
Yeah, you probably would.
Hey, you're stupid.
Yeah, you would.
Throwing fucking. I forgot the name of the pepper
Pepper
spray
spray?
for a second.
Pepper
I forgot.
What? Throwing
I
damn
was about to
silly
say
string
sardine
everywhere.
Cans.
Yeah.
Throwing sardine cans at each other.
That would probably
Really
be worse
cool
than the
things that
pepper
come
spray.
in
Goddamn
cans. Silly
Neanderthals.
string, easy cheese.
None should be thrown, I don't think.
Easy cheese?
You shouldn't be throwing
That
easy
stuff's
cheese
cool.
around.
I need a can of that right now.
You shouldn't be throwing easy cheese
I
around.
need a can of easy cheese in this hand and need a can of silly string in this hand.
Yeah, so you can throw it around at people.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's meant to do, right? We used to be a country. Now we're throwing fucking easy cheese at each other.
That's the worst of it.
Jacob, what made you want to start doing comedy, man?
I don't know. I thought I was funny, and
Who told you that? Who let you think that?
some friends, you make your friends laugh, and you're like. And then I went to a stand-up show in Seattle,
Oh, shit.
and I was like, I could probably do this.
Say the whole story. It's a cool story. You told me the other day.
Oh yeah, so the first weekend I was supposed to go home my freshman year, I found out that my parents were getting divorced. And then just so happens to be the night I was going to see a comedy show in Seattle. And
Who was it?
a close friend of mine, Adam Friedland.
Okay.
Right, good friend.
Exactly.
And then
This is pretty fun. I agree. The fact his parents got divorced. Is
it
a
was
fun
funny. And the
wrinkle.
thing was too is like I've never seen him perform before, and some of the people in that genre are kind of known for doing crowd work. And so I was worried that I would go in and you'd be like, hey man, how are you doing? And I'd be like, found out my parents got divorced. But luckily it didn't happen. I was sitting like front row though.
You don't have to say that.
Well, yeah, but you got to toss him kind of like a softball. You know, it's like that would be an easy one. I'll help the guy out.
He doesn't need help. He's a goddamn multi-millionaire.
Yeah, so you'd help Adam Freeland out, but you wouldn't throw us a bone a little bit.
I've been throwing you guys bones all day.
You ain't been throwing us no goddamn bones.
No.
No meat on them, I'll tell you that much.
Come on.
No, fuck, I ask you to say something about yourself, you're like, I'm an open guy.
Yeah.
Well,
What does
ask
that
me
mean?
something.
I
Ask me
said, tell
something.
me something that you want people to know, but you don't want people to know nothing about you.
What would you want to know?
About you?
Yeah.
I just asked you a goddamn question about you.
No, they're too open-ended.
You didn't finish the story.
Well, no, I told you. And then I saw him, and I was like, okay. So I started writing jokes.
Well, you said you in your words, allegedly.
You're doing
like,
the talk to a guy thing. You ain't letting him
well,
finish your goddamn
I heard
sentence.
this story the other day in detail, and because he was being an open book that day, and you were like, oh, I could probably do this. I could be funnier than this guy.
Yeah,
Not that
probably.
funny.
You think you'd be funnier than Adam Friedland?
Yeah.
Do you think you're funnier than Adam Friedland right now?
Right now?
Yeah, now you're like a few months in.
No. We've got a ways to go. It's a journey, you know.
That's so funny. Going to a stand-up show and then being like, yeah, I could do this.
Right, yeah.
That's what a lot of people tell me about our club.
Well-
That's different though. 'Cause we're like, he went to like an actual professional stand-up comedian show and was like, this shit like low-key easy. I could do that.
Yeah.
What makes us not professionals?
The fact that we're not professional.
I've been paid for it before. Does that make me a professional?
You ain't getting paid going to the underground.
No, but I've been paid before
Like,
for a show.
like $20.
Hey,
That's
money's
something.
money.
That was like, when was the last time you got paid for a show?
That show, the $20 I got.
When was that?
Oh, it's so long ago.
Goddamn, we fell off.
I don't put myself. I'm having
I
like
got paid
comedy
that one
ego
goddamn
death,
time.
man. I'm just not feeling it right now. I'm getting scared.
That's because you ain't done it like all summer. Man.
No, I haven't. Yeah, I haven't performed in like probably 3 months or more.
Like 3 years probably.
But what's
years?
your biggest pet peeve with like being a comic? 'Cause I got mine.
People knowing that I'm like a comic, like, you know, because
real.
it's kind of interesting, but anytime like we're doing like icebreakers in class and someone's like, share an interesting fact about you, I'm not going to tell them that I do comedy.
That's pretty interesting though.
Because they're going to hit you with like tell me a joke.
You don't know that. You're cynical. That's your problem.
Yeah, I would say I'm probably a cynical person.
I
But
tell
I'd say
people
I'm
all
an
the time.
optimist as well.
Would you?
Yeah,
So you're cynical but an optimist?
I think
How
so.
does that make any goddamn sense?
What's your biggest pet peeve, Johnny? Do you
Me?
have one? Yeah, being a comic.
You go first. I don't even know.
Oh, I got mine. I don't like it when men specifically tell me how to write my jokes because it really flustered me today. I think that's the wrong foot I got put on today. Jacob, I want to apologize. Yeah, you're my dearest friend, and I have no hard feelings here. It's
And
fine.
apologize
Thank you.
for shit. I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
keep
I
pressing you
apologize
for
for
the rest
kind of
of this
coming in a
goddamn
little strong, a
episode.
little
That's
hot-headed
okay.
here, because I went to class today, and I sat next to this guy that I think is cute, and I was talking to him about stuff. He's a writer, whatever, writes for undisclosed publishing things. I was
You
like,
can
oh,
say
that's
it,
awesome.
I'll bleep it.
And I was like, oh, do you know so and so from so and so? And he was like, oh, yeah, I do. Why? And I was like, oh, she interviewed me last year. Because I walked into this one. I didn't mean to, but I walked into this one. He's like, well, why did she interview you? And I was like, oh, I run the comedy club, and, like, I wrote for this other show, so I got interviewed. Oh, my God. It was like, he just kept asking me questions about it, which is great. I think it's very nice.
An inquisitive soul.
But, in a 10 a.m. lecture, I don't want to start writing jokes with you. I'm not going to workshop with you.
He was trying
I'm
to
not going to
workshop
tell
with
you
you?
a joke. He said that he has written jokes before, and he explains his whole process to me, and then he asks me mine, and I don't really have one. I just kind of think of something I like, and then I write like loosely on it, and then I go perform it.
That's
He's
the
like,
process. you
and he
just
was like,
explained.
well, there's this. Well, it was like a formula how he had it, and I was like, well, have you ever performed before? He's like, no, I know, I wouldn't want to. And I was like, well, what? I mean,
Why's he writing jokes
you're
then?
writing these jokes, but you don't want to perform. That's I don't know. That's my peeve when people try to tell me how to do it when they've never done it. Not saying that I'm the best comic in the world. I'm
Was
not.
he telling you how to do it?
Yeah, he was like telling me how I should be writing my jokes. And I was
Telling you
like,
you should be writing your jokes. Is crazy.
like telling me like what how jokes are written, And I was like, okay, man.
How does he know? He ain't never gone on the stage.
That's what I'm saying.
Those ones could flop. He don't know.
That's what I said.
He don't know.
That's exactly what I said. But yeah.
No,
and then,
I think he's right though.
You what? You think he's right?
I think he's right.
Was he giving good advice at least? I mean, unwarranted for sure, but...
Well, I don't... Well, there's a
Probably
point
not.
when people talk to me and I listen, and then there's a point when people talk to me and I don't listen anymore. And it got to that point where I just started nodding my head.
I feel like sometimes people don't think about, hey, I have this level of experience with the thing, so I shouldn't speak on it like I have a certain level of experience. Maybe I shouldn't tell somebody who's been doing stand-up for 2 years how to write a joke. Maybe I shouldn't do that.
True,
but I've never like done stand-up ever in my life.
That's a good point, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Really peeved me. Really peeved me. Because I thought, this guy had an interesting tone with me anyways. And I was like, is he like flirting with me? I can't tell. I never can tell. And then he hits me like, oh, maybe me and my girlfriend can come to your show. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
They could go.
I was like, yeah, sure, man.
Maybe
yeah,
they're looking
whatever.
for a third.
Honestly, it was a sigh of relief because it was like to the point where he had asked me a bunch of comedy stuff and then he mentioned a girlfriend. And I was like, whew, don't have to deal with that.
You didn't have to deal with it anyway.
No, but I walked into this thinking, oh, he's kind of cute. I'll talk to him. Dodged a bullet, man. No offense if you watch this. I highly doubt you will.
Fix your life. Because that's crazy.
That's
never in my life would I
peeve.
tell somebody who's been doing something for 2 years and I've never done it how to do it.
Well,
Never
what if they're
in my
doing it
life.
really wrong, though? Not saying that Sadie is, but like...
Yeah, but how would you know? You ain't never done it.
That's true.
You know, it's like...
That's a good point, yeah.
It's like, even if it's the right message, it's the wrong messenger.
Well, what if, like, they're driving on the wrong side of the road?
How would you... You know the rules of the road.
That's true. What if they're British?
What they're...
Yeah, what if they...
Well, then they're doing it right.
Fair enough.
You've never been to fucking Britain. You wouldn't know. This is what I'm talking about.
I have no desire.
Goddamn, all presumption with this man. This is what I'm talking. Goddamn, you was telling me, oh, your podcast ain't funny. Suck my
I
dick.
never said that.
Fuck
I
off.
never said that.
Fuck off.
I did not say that.
Now you're in the hot seat.
I did not say that.
You think it's funny now? You think shit funny now?
Shit's
huh?
getting funny. We can go further.
I want you dead, Jacob Cristelli.
Whoa.
Jacob Bruce Cristelli.
Bruce?
Is that your middle name?
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not Bruce.
yeah, I don't like that name.
What's
Bruce?
wrong with Bruce? It is bad vibes.
So, yeah, I don't like it. I got a question for you. Oh, I got a text message.
Well, you
Cool.
can't be checking text
Go
during the
get this.
goddamn podcast.
I didn't put do not
dude.
disturb on. I'm
You
sorry.
can't be ch-
I only get so many messages a day. I gotta see who's texting me. I got a question for you guys though, really quick too, because this is another one of my peeves with people is I'll tell them I do comedy and they go, oh, so you watch a lot of comedy, huh?
I've never heard that in my life.
No.
People don't ask you guys that?
No.
Never.
I get that every single time I tell somebody. They're like, "Oh, so you must watch a lot of comedy, like you must watch a lot of stuff." And I'm like, "Nah." I'm like, not really. Like, I mean, I don't know. No need. And this guy's like, "Oh, well, well, how do you make your like persona then if you don't like watch any comedy?"
Because I know who I am.
I was like, "Well, I don't really want to like steal anybody's flow. I don't really want to like, act like Ali Wong or something. Like that's just like annoying. I don't want to do that. I don't want to steal Ali Wong's flow. I'll never be Ali Wong." And then he mentions Kill Tony. This is when I just had to sit there and just.
You don't
no
kill
hate to
Tony?
Kill Tony, but somebody tells me they watch Kill Tony, especially if they don't do comedy. I'm like,
Thank you.
it's
Yeah.
a particular type of
Took the
person
words out
who
of my mouth.
watches it a lot of the time,
Yeah.
especially because they don't do comedy and they talk a lot about the ideology of comedy.
Oh, I see.
If you get an idea, it's like a bunch of like armchair comedians,
Right.
like him, who's like, I'm gonna tell you exactly how to be making a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really peeved me. I was not pleased with it. I was not pleased at all.
I was displeased.
I was displeased.
To say the least, I was utterly displeased by the happening.
Valid.
Jake, you ever had anyone tell you how to do a goddamn joke? You ever had anyone tell you how to do a goddamn joke?
No.
Because I'll tell you, I had someone tell me how to do a goddamn joke. It was you, goddamn, 30 minutes ago before
Well.
we even started recording.
Maybe
Well.
people just don't believe that I'm a comic and they just feel the need to like like do that. I don't know.
I've had people ask me for my process, but never like,
Do you give it to them?
yeah. I don't really have like, it's a very loose process, kind of.
Yeah.
Because I just write a bunch of like bullshit down while I'm living life, and then I'm like, let me make some material, and then I like spam voice memos for until I get some. I'm like, this is probably good.
I just like to talk to myself in the car.
Oh, talk to her.
Yeah, talk to myself.
My process has become way more over time. Like, I've been giving it way more up to God and just being like, let me bring it to the stage and then work it out there.
That's usually what I do as well.
It's a good thing.
Because sometimes you feel the vibes on the stage and it's a lot different.
Well,
It's
we
a
have it pretty
whole lot
easy
different.
here, I would say.
Definitely, it's cushy.
Definitely.
It's nice, it's wonderful.
And they'll laugh at almost anything.
No.
Yes, they will.
Not me. Not me.
Well,
You think that. You'd be surprised.
I haven't bombed here yet or anything.
You haven't bombed here, yet.
Not yet.
Your time's coming,
I kind of want to,
motherfucker.
though. I think it would be sort of
It's
interesting.
character building.
Yeah. Well, I kind of bombed when I was in Tacoma.
Mm.
In that.
How'd that? Oh, yeah. Over the summer, you went to a goddamn... No, it wasn't over summer. It was over
in,
spring
like,
break,
May.
right?
Yeah, in May.
Yeah, you went to a goddamn
open
real
mic.
deal open mic in Tacoma.
In Tacoma, yeah. It was awful.
It was
I didn't really have any fun there. Well, because first of all, it's in like downtown Tacoma, which is like not my favorite place to be, anyways. and then I go in there. It's a huge venue, and there's like I was the first one there, and I was like, okay, at least it'll fill in. Then it didn't fill in at all. Like the crowd was probably like 80% the people who were performing that night.
yeah.
The person who went on before me was really bad, so the crowd was like cold, which I feel like is something that people don't talk about enough, is like how you have to kind of rely on the person before you to be good,
Yeah.
to kind of set you up.
Nah.
You know what
The
I mean?
mood is kind of momentum based
Nah.
a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Because if someone goes up and they're not very good, and then you go up and you're really funny, people are like, "Dang, this guy's good,
Yeah,
man.
but
This
you gotta
guy's
kind of win
good."
them over a little bit.
Exactly,
too.
exactly.
Yeah, to harken back to what Jigga was saying before we had to cut all that shit out, though.
We
I
don't
definitely
have to
do
cut
think
that
the crowd's mood is kind of momentum based.
Definitely.
Whereas, like, if the person before you bombs, like, you're gonna have to, like, especially if the crowd is only, like, fucking stand-up comedians who are also trying to get some stage time. Like, they're not really there to laugh. They're there to get stage time. So it's like, unless you give them a reason to, they're kind of just gonna be like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah. And a lot of the people there just weren't good either. I thought that when I was going to Tacoma that maybe there would be some it'd be like
Yeah, 'cause that's a pretty
standouts.
decent scene in Tacoma.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like some good big comedy clubs there.
Yeah.
Like Nate Jackson's comedy club.
That is true.
So you assume you're going there, it's like, it's gonna be kind of decent.
And then, but it's an open mic, so I guess I should have. And I'm sure people didn't think I was funny too. I probably so.
Can you tell the story about what happened with the lights and stuff?
Yeah. So it's when we perform in the underground, it's not very bright there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when I go on stage in Tacoma, the lights are almost blinding. And I was telling this story where I was talking to my roommate. When I would talk, I would turn around like this, and then when I would speak as my roommate, I would kind of like look at the lights and like squint a little bit. And the host comes after, he was like, "Hey man, you had a good set. We just don't really like making fun of racial minorities." And I was just like, "Hey, yeah, man, got it." And then I just like went and sat back down, and I was like, "What the fuck was he talking about?" You know what I mean? And then I'm like, he might have thought I was like trying to be Asian or something.
But it's just like it was like
That's
actual
crazy.
stage light, like kind of
No,
like
yeah, it
this,
was like-
but like
I
what,
just got up
100
there and I
times
was like,
Because
brighter.
you
fuck,
do
it's
look like you
bright.
would be at January 6th.
I've heard. I would go if I had a
Whoa.
time machine, I would probably go back and be there.
You
That's the one place you would go if you had a time machine. The one thing you would do. The one thing you would do. That's where you would go.
January 6th.
There, probably JFK assassination.
Why?
See what's going on.
You can see it was on TV. Both these were highly televised in events.
I don't think so.
The
But yeah,
JFK
but are you saying
assassination?
you wouldn't be at January 6th if you could be? I'm not saying I'd go in. I would like to interview some of the people.
You would go there to be Andrew Callahan.
Yeah,
at
I
Yeah,
was thinking
January
about
6th?
him.
Yeah, I'd do Channel 5. I just watched a video yesterday.
I just want to rewind. Can you acknowledge that the sentence you just said to me, you're telling me you wouldn't be at January 6th if you could? Can you acknowledge that that's a crazy sentence to say to me right now on
Yeah.
this podcast? On
Yeah,
air?
probably. It's history.
It's his. Yeah, that's like I don't need to be there. I saw it already.
Listen,
Oh, I saw that shit on
it
Twitter.
was just some
dog.
guys having fun.
I was seeing
Sightseeing.
people like hop on FL Studio on Nancy Pelosi's like laptop. I don't need to like be there.
Well, no, I don't. I said I wouldn't go in.
You wouldn't go in.
I would just observe.
You just observe.
It was probably a good time. They were having a lot of fun.
You're moving the goalposts.
They
now.
all, dude, like 9 of them died because they were having so much fun that their hearts like exploded. Like,
What? Is that true?
yeah, like 8 people had heart attacks that day.
What the hell? I don't think I've ever been anywhere.
I'm not saying it
where
was
that would
good,
happen to me.
but I'm saying if you're of that persuasion, then the vibes were hype, dude. They were having a good time.
You're stressing me out, man.
We're
I don't
not.
think I can
Come
air
on.
this. I don't think I can.
We can air
You're
this.
stressing me
What?
out.
12 people are gonna fucking report us? Come on. No,
Whoa.
I'm sorry. I'm
You said we're
sorry.
gonna have 12 people watch this?
I'm sorry.
That's
60.
fucked up, man.
Thank you. We've had
you
130
It's not
people
about the
watch our
numbers.
episode before.
It's about the message.
The message is that listen, I do not condone the
It's about
actions
the
on
message.
January 6th. They were very bad. But it would probably have been fun to observe it. You have to admit that's true.
I don't have to. What do you mean I have to? Don't
Dude,
tell me what I
come
have
on.
to do, motherfucker.
Come on.
Fuck off.
You're too uptight.
You
Loosen
have.
up. Go to January 6th.
I'm so loose right
Do a
now.
little domestic
Look at how
terrorism.
loose, look at me. Look at how loose I am.
Yeah, you are
I'm
pretty
mad
loose.
loose.
Trouble in Paradise.
There
over
may
here.
have never been a looser man than me.
Whoa. Yeah?
In my being, in my energy, in my general demeanor.
Talk to her.
I've been
Talk
told
to
I
him.
have a loose demeanor.
A loose demeanor.
The streets have been saying this.
I see.
You on the other hand, fucking all bundled up. You're like if a goddamn a squiggly line was a person.
I don't think that's true. I think
This
I'm
is
pretty loose.
true.
I'm pretty loose.
This is true.
Okay. I'll accept it.
I don't, and I didn't want to tell you this, but they've been saying that about you.
The streets.
The streets. Yeah. How did you find out about the club, man?
Crazy.
I think I just
transition.
searched open mic Bellingham.
We're on there? We were on there?
Something about it.
I'm not entirely sure how we get our word out there. I'm going to be honest. I don't know
Word
how
of
it
mouth.
works, honestly.
Guerrilla marketing.
Guerrilla marketing.
You see, we're called Cal, but we do a lot of guerrilla
I
marketing.
see. I think it's fine.
I get out in the streets among the
You
people.
think,
I
what do you
spread
think
the
what's
word.
fine?
The current size of the crowds and
You think it's fine?
we're
you think
filling
it's
the
fine?
we're filling the underground.
Let me take you back if you want to talk about history now. Let me take you back a couple years. Let me take you back to September 2022.
That was scary for a second. That was scary.
September 2022, when I first showed up here, there was not much going on with Cal whatsoever. Crowd, not very there. No offense to the past leaders. We love you. But Johnny and I really shift this bitch, honestly. I'm not going to lie. I'm really proud of it. So if fine is what we have right
No,
now,
it's very good.
I think it's fucking
fine
amazing.
and not
You
funny and
had
like
more-
too many women and minorities.
Oh, okay, I
too-
never said that.
Yeah, you ever look back from 2020? It was like Sean, 2 other busters, and Megan
Two
Jones.
other busters.
What's a
So
buster?
you know, just guys, just
Oh.
dudes,
Two other
I see.
busters.
it's just busters. But there was like 5 people at these open mics.
Well, it sounds like we've come a long way.
Thank you.
I'm just saying.
Too bad it's just fine though.
No, I meant like I don't think you actively need to try to grow it even more.
So you're
Jacob,
just
you're
settling
evil.
for fine. Jacob's just settling for fine.
Jacob,
No.
you have
And we
evil
can be
in
great.
your heart. You know
No,
that?
I don't have.
Everything you say is like tinged with evil.
No.
And I just want to combat every single thing that leaves your mouth.
That's-
I've never seen this side of Jacob before until today.
What?
That was
Yeah,
supposed to be a
man.
good thing.
It's just a chill
I've
guy.
never seen your evil side.
I don't think
until
I'm
today.
evil.
I think you're evil in nature.
Maybe I think we
I think
got
you
off
have
on
a
that.
deep-rooted evil about you. I think everyone in the club senses it. That's why I didn't laugh when you said that one.
That's a good joke. I don't care what anyone says. That was a good joke. And I will tell it.
You can tell it right now. It's like a sentence long. You can tell it right now.
My therapist says that I should try to connect with my inner child more, so I've been rewatching a lot of the porn stars I watched in middle school. I think that's a funny joke.
That's a pretty good joke.
Didn't get a lot of laughs at the workshop.
Jacob,
It was very blunt. It like hit me in the face. It was like
What got me was I thought there was going to be more.
No, that's it.
And then you were done, and then everyone was in shock, and then I thought that was really funny.
Yeah. On to the next one.
On to the next one.
On to the next one.
I like that you own it. Here's the thing I like about you, Jacob. You straddle the line, man. You tap dance on the sun every time you hit that goddamn stage.
That's not what I'm trying to do, and I think I don't even get that close.
You're a goddamn liar.
there's been a couple close
You're a
instances.
goddamn liar.
I can't like name one.
You can't be saying that when you came in talking about January 6th and at the top of this goddamn podcast talking about I
That
don't
was
think I
clearly
toe
a
the
joke.
line.
It was
I
clearly
don't
a
think I
joke.
toe the line at all.
It's clearly a joke.
Goddamn poli-sci majors make me sick, man.
Me too.
You're one of them.
I know.
Different.
I acknowledge it.
You're no different.
I
man.
acknowledge it.
You make me fucking sick.
Yeah.
How long have we been going
you're
for?
evil too.
How long have we been going for? You got a stopwatch?
Merely 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
2 minutes.
How long have we been going for actually?
We're only 2
like
minutes
45
in.
minutes?
We're only 2 minutes in.
How long have we been
We're
going
like
for?
50 minutes, but we have like 20 minutes of usable podcast.
Hey, you know what? I think that's good. We got it. Let's ask you like one more like good solid comedy question so that we have a little bit more to work with here.
Okay.
Let me think though about it because I haven't really thought much about it. Well, okay. Well, I do like to ask like our comics that come on like. Because I think it's kind of stupid, but people ask me all the time, like your like inspiration in comedy, like someone you look up to, or like what like comics you like.
I really like George Carlin. I think was a pretty inspirational figure for me. Watched him for a long time and sort of like always appreciated what he was able to do. I think that style of comedy is pretty funny.
Never heard of him.
You've never heard of George Carlin?
I don't think so. Have you?
Yes.
I don't know
He's
who
like-
that is.
That's pretty crazy. That's
What'd I do?
he's like one of the greats.
She did say she doesn't look at a lot of comedy.
I guess that's
She
true,
did
yeah.
say
I really
this.
don't. I don't
But
know
how
why.
are you supposed to make jokes?
Dude, my fucking stomach's going crazy right now.
How
Sorry,
are you
I'm
supposed
so
to speak
hungry.
if you've never seen comedy?
I just like I don't know. Comics are annoying. Comics are really annoying, and I'm already
that's what
around
makes 'em
enough of
funny,
y'all.
though.
Huh?
I think that's what makes them funny, though.
Yeah. Well,
I think the
it's-
best comics I look at, I'm like, I would never want to be around this. I would never want to be around Bill Burr a day in my life.
No, I don't think Bill Burr is very funny.
I think he's funny. I like him.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. George Carlin.
He's
Oh,
fine.
you're too fucking hottie for Bill Burr.
No, I just think I don't know. He's found his niche. He's good at what he does.
Remember, you look like Bill Burr.
Okay. All right, dude.
Who else do you like? Any other comics you like? Any
Yeah,
other
and then
inspirations?
just like, I'm the guys from Cumtown, Stavros Halkias, Nick Mullen, Adam Friedland,
Of course.
Shane Gillis is pretty funny. Donald Glover's comedy from back in the day is pretty good.
Don't do that.
What?
You can't be talking about how Bill Burr's dog shit and say Donald Glover's fucking weirdo comedy special is fire.
I liked it.
Well, yeah, I liked it too when I was
The story
12.
when he talks about taking a shit in the toilet in the department store, that's a funny story. Bill Burr's just like, I'm fucking angry over here.
No.
Oh, we got another impression out of you today.
Oh, now
That's
you're,
cool.
now you're just lying. Now you're just lying.
That is
All
kind
you
of what
are is a
Bill Burr
liar.
does.
You know that? Goddamn pooping in a store toilet. That's good to you. That's
That was
that's
funny.
what beats
That's
it
a
to
funny
you?
joke.
That's what's like. This is the upper echelon of comedy to me. Oh, I pooped in a toilet you can't poop in.
That's not what the whole joke is.
You're not supposed to poop in that
No.
toilet. I pooped in that toilet.
That's a funny joke.
Nicklet.
Whoa.
That's what he said at the shit.
Oh, I thought you were just calling me
Well,
that.
you don't even know. You're talking about this goddamn special. You don't even know a goddamn reference when you hear it.
I know the
You're
reference.
fake from the jump.
I knew
Thanks for
this.
watching.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Tip your waiters. Thanks to everyone at the DMC for making this happen. Donate to the
Jacob, thanks for
DMC, man.
coming.
They need money. They need support. They need support, and they're beautiful. And the people who are filming this right now are beautiful. And I love you all dearly. And subscribe, follow,
Also,
subscribe,
yeah,
comment.
just go
Comment how
subscribe,
beautiful
follow
I
us.
am. Comment if fucking Jacob's joke about masturbating was funny.
Yeah, let us know. I've already told it by the time this podcast comes out on spring break. So
Whoa! Whoa,
I'm
we got a schedule. We
joking,
got
I'm
a
Oh,
schedule.
yeah, you're hating. One
Johnny.
last
I'm
thing.
Jacob-
joking.
Fuck you, dude.
Here.
Jacob, thanks for
It's
being
never
here.
coming
Here,
out.
let's hold hands.
I don't want to. My hands are really sweaty, so don't
It's okay.
judge them.
Look, this is what's beautiful
This is
in this
community.
country.
This is community. here.
A black man, a Mexican, and a lesbian can hold hands together on stage.
I'm tired of the
in
fucking.
unity.
I'm tired of the brown fucking facing, dude.
Yeah, I'm joking.
The goddamn.
I'm joking.
You're brown baiting, dude.
I don't think I am.
You're brown baiting. You're
Okay.
Not
brown
intentionally.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks
We're
for
done.
watching. Thanks for watching Cal Radio, guys.
Free,
Thank you, DMC.
free our brave patriots who only wanted to make sure that the votes were counted correctly on January 6th.
Whoa. Whoa.